Okay, 2 by 2 word problems. 2 variables, 2 equation word problems. So you're going to choose variables. You can use variables that make sense. So in this problem, I see roses and lilies. Or you're also welcome to use X and Y. Just make sure you know which one stands for which thing. You're going to set up the equations. There should be 2 of them. Solve them and then write a sentence explaining what they mean. So don't just say X equals 2 and Y equals 7. I need to know what they mean because this problem didn't have any X's and Y's in it. So define a variable. This time I'm going to go with X's and Y's. So lilies is going to be X and roses is going to be Y. I chose to do X and Y because an L for lilies kind of looks like a 1. So make decisions that make sense for you. So it says, Molly spent $117 on 3 lilies and 8 roses. Most of the time, each sentence is going to give you an equation. So this is cost of lilies and cost of roses, by the way. So however much lilies cost, so 3x, plus however much roses cost, and she bought 8 roses, is going to equal $117. Jenny did the same thing. See if you can come up with an equation for Jenny. So Jenny bought 6 lilies at whatever X price lilies are, and plus she bought 10 roses at Y price for roses, and she spent $162. So we reviewed solving systems last class, so dealer's choice, but because I see that the X's are really close to being the same coefficient, I mean closer than 8 and 10, right? I can make 3 and 6 match by multiplication a lot easier than I can make 8 and 10 match. So I am going to multiply the top equation. See if you can figure out what you're going to multiply the top equation by. So I'm going to keep the bottom equation. 6x plus 10y equals 162. What can you multiply the top by so that the x's cancel out, right? If they're going to cancel out, I need this to say negative 6x. So what did I multiply by? I multiplied by negative 2. Distribute that negative 2 and see if you can finish solving for x. How about for y? Okay, so I multiplied the top equation by negative 2. Make sure you multiply everything in that equation. Then when I added them together, the x's canceled out. That was our goal. They eliminated. Then I got negative 6y equals negative 72, divide by negative 6, and y equals 12. But they want to know the cost of each flower, so I'm halfway there. Plug your answer into either of the original equations. That first equation looks easiest to me, but I know y. And solve for x. Then I don't need a full sentence to say, but I do need to know what everything stands for. So you can tell me lilies cost, lilies was X, so $7, and roses cost, roses was Y, so $12. Doesn't need to be like a perfect full sentence, but I need to know the answer to each part of the question. Okay, number 2. Warren the bunny weighs 2 pounds and gains 1 pound per week. Pratt the cat weighs 26 pounds and loses 2 pounds per month. Did I say week earlier? Per month, sorry. When will Warren and Pratt be the same, and how much will they weigh? Okay, so we've got a couple things going on. We've got months, that could be X, and then we've got weight, that could be Y. So see if you can take the first sentence and come up with an equation for how much Warren weighs every month. So Warren's weight, Y, is going to equal 2 pounds and gains 1 per month. So 2 plus 1x. You don't have to write the 1, but I'm going to write it for the notes. See if you can follow that same idea and find an equation for Pratt. Pause your video. So hopefully for Pratt, you got that his weight, Y, equals the 26 he started at, minus, because he's losing 2 pounds per month. So Elimination or substitution. In this problem, I know what y equals, either one. I have y, so I might as well substitute it into the other equation. Plus, the question says, when will they weigh the same? So set them equal to find out when they weigh the same. See if you can finish solving this one. Find x and y, give me the full solution as if it was a test day. Pause your video and finish this one. Okay, so solving for x, I got 8. Plugging that back in to find y, I got 10. And I answered the question. In 8 months or on month 8, they will both weigh 10 pounds. Okay, one more to make sure you got this word problem thing down. Read for number 3 and see if you can come up with an equation. Or at least start by determining what your variables are going to be. Okay, so I'm going to go with goats as x and chickens as y. So he has 45 animals that have 130 legs. How many goats and chickens are there? So this one, it's not every sentence, right? I know this piece of information, 45 animals. How am I going to make an equation out of that? What type of animals does he have? Well, he has goats and chickens, and it should be 45. What are we going to do with that leg information? What do you know about goats? How many legs do goats have? Goats have 4 legs for each goat, plus how many legs do chickens have? Chickens have 2 legs for each chicken, and it has to make a total of 130. If you want to solve this one like me, I am going to use elimination, and I am going to eliminate the y. Just seems like I can multiply by a smaller number to eliminate the y, so that's what I'm going to do. But you can solve this a couple different ways. You could try to eliminate the x's, or you could even solve one of the equations and plug it into the other. So take a minute and solve this one. Pause your video. Okay, no matter how you solved it, hopefully you got x equals 20 and y equals 25, which means don't just say 20, 25. Also, don't say 20, 25. We are not solving that type of a system. The answer is 20 goats and 25 chickens. Hopefully this made sense, and I hope you guys are doing well. Don't forget to ask your teacher for help or questions anytime you get stuck on something. I hope you're doing well.